for joining me today, and I hope you enjoy this reading. And if you do, guys, let me know in the comments, okay? Whatever you feel, you can let me know in the comments. I can take constructive criticism also. So let's go ahead. We're going to get into this reading. It's a relationship reading, okay? So it's going to be a reading between you and the energy of another person, and the relationship between the two of you, whether you are currently together or this is someone that you have in mind or someone that you've been with in the past and you're thinking about getting back with, okay? So the first card I'm going to pull is going to represent the energy between the two of you, okay? This is going to be the cards that represent their energy. This side is going to represent your energy, Virgo. So starting with the current situation, what's going on between the two of you, we've got the Ten of Cups in the reverse, okay? Next card is going to represent what they're thinking, okay? Their rational thoughts about the relationship. We get the Four of Cups. Next card represents their emotional stance, what they're feeling about this relationship right now. And we get the Six of Wands in reverse. And the next card represents what they're showing you, what their external stance is to the situation. And we get the Queen of Wands in reverse, okay? So somebody is not happy with this situation, all right? Moving on to your external stance. What are you showing right now, Virgo? And we get the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Next card represents your emotional stance, okay, what you're feeling. And we get the Ace of Wands in the reverse. And the next card represents what you're thinking about this situation. And we get the King of Swords in the reverse, Virgo. So, what's going on? It's very funny. This is a relationship reading, but I'm already seeing some familiar energy, Virgo, coming up from your love readings, okay? Because you guys, I think there's just, I may have some loyal Virgo viewers, and you guys have been going through some tough times. Not tough, let's just say rough, okay? Rough patches in a relationship. So, starting with this current energy with the Ten of Cups in reverse. The Ten of Cups in reverse can represent a broken family, being unhappy together, right? The Ten of Cups represents coming together, completion, and happiness. So in the reverse, it can represent the opposite of that. This can indicate there may be marital issues if you are in a marriage. But also, with the Ten of Cups, it can represent taking love for granted, okay? It can represent that, you're looking for perfect and you already have something that's really great and blessed, but you're taking it for granted because it's so easy. It comes so easy, right? And so you're looking for more. You're constantly searching for better, or you're fantasizing the relationship, but you're not really necessarily happy about it, okay? Or happy with it. It's like missing what you have, okay, searching for something else. All right, now moving on to what they think about the situation. Their thoughts are represented by the Four of Cups. So in this situation, they're disappointed. They're not satisfied, or they're thinking about rejecting an offer, okay? Um, Also, the Four of Cups can indicate the what if, okay? What if, what could be. So it's like they're thinking of how great the relationship could be, but not actually thinking and focusing about what is actually going on right now, okay? Now, what you're thinking, we've got the King of Swords. So you may be thinking that you want to get back at someone. All right. You are not thinking any pleasant thoughts about this situation or about this other person. Okay, Virgo, you are calculating maybe even how to, okay, either you're calculating how to get some type of revenge, or you're calculating your exit strategy. But either way, you're a little bit angry, so you're not thinking clearly. Okay, that's what the King of Swords can represent. Let me go ahead and pull clarifiers for this position. All right, and they get the Six of Pentacles in this position. So it's like they're expecting more from you, Virgo, okay? They feel like this relationship is one-sided. All right, we pull clarifier for you. We get the Seven of Wands in reverse. So you're being a little bit indecisive, okay? It's like you're running hot and cold with your plan. Okay, should you be cold and calculating? Is the timing right? You're very indecisive about how you want to follow through on these negative thoughts that you're having. And I would suggest you take some time out, because if you're in a situation that's ending, then just let it end. There's really, being vindictive and wanting to get back and wanting to hurt somebody because you feel hurt, or you feel like they're coming at you in an angry and negative way, so you want to return the favor, right? But that may not be your nature. So even though that's what you're thinking about, you're reluctant to go through with that, okay? Now we move on to what you guys are feeling emotionally, and they've got the Six of Wands in reverse. So they're feeling very insecure about the situation. It may be, rejection. So this Four of Cups may be thoughts of them feeling rejected in the situation. Okay, with with the Six of Wands in reverse here, this is indicating that they're feeling fearful about this relationship, that things may fall apart, and they're definitely feeling unappreciated. Okay, how you feel about the relationship, Virgo, with the Ace of Wands in reverse, you feel like there's a lack of passion, or you have a lack of passion for the situation. Okay, you are not engaged romantically. All right, you feel like there's no spark here between the two of you, or you just are not interested in sex with this person at this time. Maybe because things are so turbulent between you, you're finding it difficult to be turned on at all in this situation. Okay, you just have no enthusiasm. All right, so let me go ahead and clarify this position for the two of you. Your partner, they get the Knight of Swords. And Virgo, you get the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so with this Knight of Swords in reverse, this person is feeling very bitter. Okay, there's a lot of animosity, it seems like, going on between the two of you. They're feeling bitter about the situation. They are feeling vindictive. They are angry. They're scared. So just because I can see the next card in this situation for them with this Queen of Wands in reverse, they're being very mean right now. The Queen of Wands in reverse is very mean. She could be spiteful. Any of the court cards in the reverse can be very spiteful, manipulative. But with the Queen, this queen, because she's got such a fiery temper to her, she's probably feeling you, hitting you with the heat. Okay, her words are probably really nasty. She's probably doing some really nasty things because she can be vindictive. Okay, and that's here in her heart. She's feeling that to her heart, to the core. This person, I can't say she because I don't know if it's a he or she, but this person is really, really, really feeling like they are. It's like, I guess, either because they feel like the situation is not going to work out and they're angry and bitter about it. It's like they can't think of anything else. They feel rejected. It's like you rejected them. Maybe they feel like they did everything they could, or they did a lot in the situation, and it's not working out the way they want, and they're reacting to it in a very negative manner. You have the Two of Pentacles, so your feelings are fluctuating. It's like one minute, and here, there's a theme of fluctuating here between your thoughts and your emotions. It's like one minute you want to get back at them. It's like they're being mean to you, so you want to be mean back. But on the other side, you don't feel that way. All right, so you're fluctuating between wanting to engage in the situation and then feeling like there's no passion here. And there may not be any passion here, but you may still feel like, whether there's a commitment or not, you're not quite ready to drop the hammer on this situation for whatever reason. Okay, you're still deliberating, where this person is just basically insane with anger. So I could see the hesitation, because I wouldn't want to deal with this. This person's got two court cards in the reverse here, so I wouldn't want to deal with that either. Okay, we move on to your what they're showing. Okay, so we already know what they're showing is the Queen of Wands. Okay, so angriness, spitefulness, excuse me, just someone who is very sharp with the tongue. She's on a warpath. Okay, the Queen of Wands is on a warpath. Okay, so if she feels like she's been wronged in any way, she's going to let you have it. And here you are, wounded. Okay, you're like, I'm not enough. Enough is enough. Like, I'm not going to let you attack me anymore. All right. With this is like you feel like, you know what? It can't get any worse than this. It can only get better from here. So that's the stance you're taking. You're like, okay, look, either I'm going to move on from this situation, but I'm definitely not going to sit here and be attacked by this other person. Okay. With the Ten of Swords in the reverse, you're trying to gain a better perspective on the situation. Okay. You're not going to let you stress it. It's still stressful to you. You've still been hurt, but you're getting over that, and you're trying to move away from the negativity. You're trying to move on. You're trying to move past it. Okay? Go ahead and clarify these positions. The other person, they get the Page of Wands, and you get the Ace of Pentacles. So here with the Page of Wands, even though they're on the war path, they still are trying to decide whether or not it's still a decision that's being made about whether they want to stay in this relationship or not. Where here with you in the Ace of Pentacles, I think your only concern right now, Virgo, is the financial status of the situation. Or maybe you've got, if you're single but dating, I think you've got other issues that you want to focus on. Maybe you don't even think that the situation is viable. There's no stability here, so you're not considering, that it can work out. And maybe that's why this other person is so angry. Or there's money issues between the two of you. Okay, maybe there's something. Let me take a deep breath here and see what's going on. Yeah, you're concerned. It could even be jealousy also. Maybe, you know, there's some type of jealousy going on in this situation, and that's what's causing these negative feelings and negative emotions. Okay, so this person is actively deciding whether they want to stay or go in this situation. You are just concerned with the material insecurity side of things. Okay, it's like, is this, if you're in a marriage, I feel like you're wondering, is it the smart thing to do? Is it financially sound, decision to separate from this person? Like, what's going to be the financial ramifications of either staying in this relationship or leaving this relationship? Okay, or you've got other money issues that are not connected to the relationship, but because things are so rocky here, you're focused on your money issues. You're not really focused on the relationship. Okay, because you're like, I'm tired. I've been hurt, and we've been going over this. It's like when you beat a dead horse. This is after beating the dead horse. This is putting the swords down and moving away from that horse, because it's like, I've done all that I can. I'm not going to continue to argue and fight over the situation. This person still wants to argue and fight. It looks like you're like, okay, you know what? I don't think I want to engage in this arguing and fighting anymore. Okay, you don't have the passion for it. You don't have the energy for it. Ace of Wands in the reverse represents stagnation. So Virgo, you just don't even seem to have the energy for this. Okay, and you're in two minds about it, because at one point nobody wants to sit back and continuously be attacked, but at the same point, if you don't have to fight the energy here, then eventually you're just going to move on. You're going to move away from the situation, because you're like, there's no happiness here anyway. So why am I going to sit here and continue to take this negativity from this person who it's so embedded within them that they can't help it? Okay, they can't help it. Even though they still haven't decided if they want to leave the relationship, they're still being mean as hell. Okay, which is counterproductive to being in a relationship. Okay, you cannot be this mean and this nasty. This person is angry and nasty and bitter to their emotional center. Okay, their thoughts, they're apathetic about the situation. I feel like it's like every position in this reading for this other person is filled with negativity. Okay, and I feel like here for you, Virgo, I think it's almost like you've been absorbing that negativity. Whether or not you caused it, it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. We're focusing on right now. And right now, you're like, all right, you know what? It's almost like you're putting your hater blockers on. You're like, okay, no more. That's it. I'm not just going to say, I'm not a punching board. I know I made a mistake. Even if you're the one who messed up. Yes, I made a mistake, but I'm not going to sit here and let you continue to beat up on me, because that's that's not counterproductive. No one's happy in that, okay? And yes, where I know I could probably get you back and I can continue to fight and go back and forth with you, is that really what I want to do? I don't think so, because I don't even think there's any point of it, all right? I don't think there's any stability here. There's no reason to continue this fighting because we don't have anything, we don't have a sound foundation. Okay, Virgo. And you know, Virgos, you guys are about foundations, okay? So if this other person cannot get their emotions together enough so that you guys can move forward in the situation, then you're not really left with much of a choice, okay? Because this is not something that anybody should have to deal with, okay? If you're angry, okay, you know, for the other person, if there's cross watchers here, if you are the other person and this Virgo person, whatever's gone between you has left you so wounded, you should seek help for that. You should find a way to release those feelings because those are only going to hurt you in the long run, okay? You're not happy in that situation. So continuing to spew negativity into a situation that's already damaged is just going to create more damage. Okay? Your 10 of Cups is upside down right now, and the love, everything is just pouring out. It's just all this negative stuff, just out, out, out. And adding more negativity to that, the fire is just going to grow bigger and bigger. All right, so you're really going to have to figure out how to get a control of your fears and your anxieties and your concerns about the relationship and whatever has happened before, and either decide whether you want to move on away from this person or if you want to move forward with the relationship, but on a more positive note. Okay, Virgo, so that's been the relationship reading. Now I'm going to pull some cards for my singles, okay? I'm going to pull 4 cards, and they're going to represent basically like, why you're single, what you feel like you deserve, why you feel like you deserve that, what you've been getting in your relationships, and what you can do to improve the situation, okay? So the first card we pull of what you feel like you deserve in relationships, and we get the 4 of Swords in the reverse. So with the 4 of Swords in the reverse, this indicates that you feel like you deserve chaos and hectic relationships, okay? It's like you feel like you deserve, and this may not be a conscious thought, so I'm not trying to imply that there's Virgos who are sitting around looking for bad relationships. But what it is subconsciously there is something in you that is either you saw this growing up, and so therefore in the back of your mind, it's almost like you're desensitized to it. So you tend to engage in situations that are chaotic. Or because you've had a lot of maybe relationships that have been turbulent, you feel like this is more of the same that you deserve, okay? Why that is? We get the 9 of Wands, okay? And it's because you are very defensive. You are protective of your heart. You're afraid of getting hurt, okay? And so it's almost like, I'm going to hurt you before you hurt me. That's that type of attitude. The 9 of Swords is someone who's always on guard. You're not trusting of other people. And so when you come into a situation with that kind of energy, it's going to taint the whole situation, and it's going to create an environment of chaos and misunderstandings and drama, okay? The next card represents what you've been getting in your relationships, Virgo. And we got the 7 of Swords in the reverse. So this is frustration. This is disharmony, okay? This is sneakiness. This is dishonesty, okay? And, this is all tying in together with this whole being defensive and always having your guard up. It's hard to get through to you. And, sometimes especially if you attract people who are off balanced, right, already, then it's just like a breeding ground for everything wrong. Because sometimes with the 7 of Swords, it's somebody who you may not necessarily have done anything, but they themselves are because like attracts like. So if you're attracting other people who are guarded and defensive and overprotective of themselves, then they don't have trust. So these are relationships with serious trust issues, and maybe people who are always accusing you of doing things that you haven't done, or vice versa. All right. So the next card I'm going to pull represents, what we can do to improve these situations. And you get the Five of Cups in reverse. Okay. So that means that you need to get over any hurt from the past, or if there's a particular relationship from the past that hurt you, and that's why you are so protective of yourself and your heart. You really need to try to figure out a way to heal from that situation so that you can move forward into having more positive relationships, okay? The Five of Cups in reverse represents realizing that you can have a healthy and meaningful relationship filled with love and not filled with disappointment. Okay, Virgo. So that's been your quick singles reading for the month of March. I hope it resonated with you guys. If it did, let me know. If you are interested in a private reading, something that's more personal to your situation, definitely contact me, divinelovetarot@gmail.com. My information is in the description box below this video. And also, there's a little eye icon on your screen where you can click to get information. I also offer a monthly drawing for a free reading through my Patreon site. So if you want to go over there and check that out to see how you can enter to win a free reading, go ahead and do that. I just finished my free reading for this month, and it was very enjoyable for me to do. Okay, I like to help people. This is why I do this. Okay, so if you're interested in that, go ahead and check out my Patreon site. And that's the reading for this month, guys. I hope it resonated. Let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys at the next reading. Bye, Virgo.